Hey everyone, welcome to 1995batman.com. Today we're going to be looking at this. Well, we're going to be looking at both of the Batman, but most importantly the Nightmare Bat, which we can finally put together. So yeah, this is the number 1 of 4, but I'm reviewing it last. So as you can see, yeah, with this we get the head of the Nightmare Bat. So let's get this open and have a quick look at the Batman first, but mostly have a look at this Nightmare Bat. Okay, so there is your Batman figure. Obviously comes with the trading card as always, put that to one side. This is a really great sculpt. I still absolutely love this sculpt. Obviously it uses the same sculpt that they used in the Ultimate Movie collection. Unfortunately they have decided for whatever reason to paint, or shall I say not paint, certain elements of the suit. Specifically the boots and the gloves and the cowl are not metallic blue. So just to get the Ultimate Movie collection one out, that is what he looks like in there, all shiny, all blue. Like, I know there is you know, a lot of debate about what colour the sonar chute should be. Should it be a gunmetal grey? Should it be a shiny blue? Should it be a mixture of, you know, this, that and the other? Should it be matte black? I wish they had just gone with one. I wish they had just gone with one idea rather than paint most of the suit the same kind of metallic-y blue, but then just leave off the glare. It looks like they've just not painted these bits. Like it's not like they painted it black. They've just not painted these bits. Was it a cost thing? Possibly. Was it a, well, we need the suit to look slightly different so that everyone who bought this one is also going to buy this one as well because they need it for this? I don't know, but it was so close. And looking at it now, I can see another big difference is the belt is much brighter silver than it was. It's more of like a kind of grey. I know it looks kind of blue in the video, but it's more of like a dark grey with a gold bat, and they've gone for a really bright silver. But anyway, look, you know, it is what it is. Apart from that, the sculpt is great. I absolutely love the articulation on it. I love that, you know, you can make him, you know, wave his fist and stuff. And it does come with a bunch of kind of cool accessories. So you do have, obviously he's in his kind of like fist hands at the moment, but he does have these 2 open palmed hands, so you can put all the gadgets in there. He's got this humongous grapnel launcher, which is great. Obviously doesn't actually move or anything, but you know, still it looks kind of cool. He has the sonar batarang, which actually looks kind of small. I would have scaled this up a bit more, especially if the grapple hook is that big. The that sonar batarang, you know, kind of twisted out into 2 bits. It should really be a bit bigger than that. And then finally you do have the little batarang. Now I know I said when I reviewed the Robin figure a few weeks ago, why does the Robin figure have open palms? Well, I guess you could swap some of these gadgets. You could put, you know, the grapple in Robin's hand. You could put a little batarang in his hand if you so wished. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say about the Batman one. A weird decision by McFarlane not to just do this suit, or do like a silvery gunmetal grey one instead. But yeah, just the paint job they went for is just weird. I guess it's fixable, you know, if you really want to take the time, but I think it'd be easier just to try and hump one of these down on eBay. I have noticed that people are splitting up their Ultimate Movie collections and selling off, you know, the Kilmer and the Clooney ones maybe aren't as popular as the other ones, so have a look around if you really want this version, because this is the superior version, and it's I still love it. It's a fantastic figure. Right, let's put it to one side and let's try and put this Nightmare Bat together. So you get this humongous stand and you get like a pole. Now the pole is for the body of the bat. So I'm going to, this may be a mistake, but I'm maybe going to put this in first. So after some cajoling, it does go in. Good. Next, we're going to have to put the wing in as well. So while I do this, let's talk about the decision to make the Nightmare Bat. which is a strange one. I think, you know, we all expected it to be Chase Meridian. You know, she was the 5th character. She had all the character posters. They didn't go for that. I guess there was some kind of like rights issue with that. I know Nicole Kidman does not have very many figures. I know that because I have been looking to make one myself. So yeah, so the last bit goes into there. So he does have some articulation. The head can't move up and down, but it can sort of twist from side to side. His wings have a bit of a, yeah, you can put them kind of out like that if you really want to. Also, just to say, the Nightmare Bat does have a little bit of articulation in the mouth, so you can open and close the mouth like that, which is kind of cool. But yeah, in terms of when they first announced this, I was like, oh great, they're going to make him be able to stand up, you know, like he does in the movie, and kind of spread his wings out, and Batman puts his arms out, you know, Bruce Wayne puts his arms out. Sadly, it is just in the flying pose, so it isn't, yeah. And it's not, and then when they announced, oh, it's going to be in the flying pose, I was like, oh, maybe I could, you know, manipulate it so that it could stand up. But no, you're really gonna, yeah, this really is the only position. It's also humongous. Just to put Batman, let's get the good Batman, you know, for size comparison, let's pull out a little bit. That is, yeah, he's going to take up a lot of shelf space, let's just say that. Yeah, so there's your Robin. Let's put them all together. Let's also get our Riddler in there. And also get our Two-Face. And let's just quickly talk about the, you know, the line as a whole. You know, it has some issues. You know, I think each one of them has a little bit of a problem. Let's put in the actual Batman one there. The Batman's not quite painted right. You know, it has the weird kind of black bits. The Robin figure doesn't have the metallic finish. You know, if they've done a metallic blue here, I don't see why they couldn't have done a metallic green and a metallic red, whatever. The Riddler looks kind of weird because he's in like a skin-tight suit, and obviously he doesn't have all the riddles down the side. And then Two-Face, well, he comes with a open palm to put a gun in, but he doesn't actually come with a gun, which is a DC thing, apparently. They have an issue with putting figures out now with guns in. So, yeah. Yeah, so they each have a little bit of an issue, and obviously the Nightmare Bat is a weird choice. You know, I think Chase Meridian, or even, I don't know, the Neon Gang leader, or I don't know, who else? Commissioner Gordon. We did get an Alfred, actually. I will bring them all out once I get the Batmobile with the Alfred. Because that's cool. I do like that we've got an Alfred. But yeah, it was weird that they didn't do a Chase Meridian. But, pull out a little bit further, I have managed to make my own. And I will talk about this in a separate video. But yeah, I have got a little Chase Meridian there who is sort of more or less in scale. She's looking kind of, yeah, like she's tilting over a little bit. But that's just how these figures always stand. But yeah, we'll talk about Chase Meridian another day. That was the Batman Forever line from McFarlane. Also, obviously, you know, McFarlane have announced that they are going to lose the license in 2025. So, yeah. But yeah, hopefully McFarlane still have time to do some little extra bits and pieces. That would be really, really fun. It's a shame they didn't do the Chase Meridian. But yeah, we'll talk about that another time. That's it for the Batman McFarlane line. I've just got the Batmobile to do now, which I will do very, very soon. I'll see you guys next time.